Everyone asks for Create Aeronautics on Minecraft Bedrock, and this might be the closest thing we have. This add-on lets you build cars, planes, tanks, moving doors, windmills, trains, and full physics machines. Here's what it can do. So to begin with, if we head over to our inventory, we have a bunch of new items. So these are all pretty advanced. So before you go and download the add-on, make sure you watch this video because I'll be explaining everything. The creator made me this world with basic builds to go over with you guys. So let's begin. Here we have the simple car start here. So if we just head over and get everything, we can see there's a guidebook that tells you what everything does. And by the way, there's a lot of features such as electricity, propulsion, and ocean physics. So yeah, this is gonna get crazy. We have a settings option where you can change the water physics and other things. We have details. For each vehicle build, simply glue them with box glue and they shall function. Now what this means is, guys, it's very basic. So for example, I'm just gonna show you one of the simplest builds, a car. So we just put some wheels on. You can make the base look like anything. So here I'm just putting some wood. Check this out, guys. We just made a quick car. Now this won't work until we use the magical box glue. So we just set it over here and then just come over here and make sure everything's enabled. And we click again. And boom, it combined our car. I forgot to put the seat on, and this is where the unglue glue comes in handy. You just click on it and it unglues the thing. As you can see, it turned into normal blocks again. So we're just going to add the chair and simply glue it on again. And now we have our car. Now to drive this car, we just use the drive wheels. And there we go. You can literally make your own car and do this with anything. This is just a basic car. There's a lot more you could do, like attach ropes and do some other crazy cool things. A cool thing is the drag tool. We can just take whatever we have and actually just drag it wherever we want, which is pretty cool. Just like so. There's different weights of cars. Now, if you make the car too heavy and not give it enough tires or something, it won't run properly. And look, guys, we're actually climbing up the hill. Now, the reason we can climb up a hill is because we have tires on the vehicle. Otherwise, it wouldn't be able to go up and down. Let's just climb this hill real quick. Whoa. This is actually crazy, guys. Now we're gonna move on to the simple plane. Now, the reason they're called simple is because you can just make it as crazy as you want. This is just a basic structure so you guys understand. Now, what this gives us here is the propeller. Drives your physics model fast and activates propellers that fight gravity. We have 2 tires over here just to help it go on land. We have 2 propellers to help it fly. And we also have 2 gyros to keep it stable and balanced. And that's about it. So let's just set this up. We can use the steering wheel to steer it while it's on the ground, or we could switch to the propeller. After we have built enough momentum, we're gonna be in the air just like so and fly our plane. Yo, we are on the plane, guys. Flying this is so fun. So yeah, the plane was crazy. Let's move on to the next item. We have the simple rocket. Now inside this chest, it's empty. Alright guys, next up we have the simple airship, which just gives us a propeller. And we already have one, so we can just glue it once again. And combine. There we go, guys. We just combine all of it. We have some propellers over here. And now I'm just going to be taking a seat here. The propellers are moving. Yo, this is pretty cool. We click the fly button and we begin flying. Oh my god, it is kind of buggy. Keeps on going for some reason, like nothing stopping the propellers. It is kind of bugged. Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't even get in. So we lost the blimp because, guys, it's still in beta. There's still a lot more to come. The simple working tank. Before we get onto the tank, I'm gonna show you guys the windmill. So this windmill is actually pretty cool. It is run by the rotator block. So if you just stop that, it stops rotating. The motor, the way it works is we place a motor over here. You put whatever you want on this direction. So I'm gonna just do this. And then you just have to power the back. This can either be a redstone block or even a button. It doesn't really matter as long as it's some sort of redstone, but this is temporary, just like so. So flick lever big door, and if we flick it, and look over here, it begins to open up a secret base, just like so. We just switch it back, and it closes it again. Now guys, the way this works is so simple. The redstone comes over here into this hole, and you can see this huge piston over here. Now that piston is called an extended piston, so we just put redstone. Alright, next up we have the simple working tank, and the way this works is, if you go over here, simple tank. Before riding the seat, you need to use a remote while looking at the signal receiver. It's a car, but it can basically shoot if you use a remote. If we head over inside the chest, get the signal remote, big bullets inside of this tank, go all the way over here, make sure everything's inside, and then just click this, and boom. Everything is now glued together. I set up the seat the wrong way, 1 second. Guys, the tank is working now. Click on the dispenser and we name it whatever we want. So we're just gonna name it shoot. Submit. And there we go, guys. It is now hit. Let's see. Oh my god, it actually shot. There's no way. Yo guys, this is actually the most fun thing I have tried. You get to build your own tank, then try it out. So let's go. Fire. 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 The physics chest is empty. It's called the physics chest now. Alright guys, props to the tank. This is actually one of the most fun things I've tried out, bro. Being in the tank and shooting using the remote. Oh my god. There we go. Alright guys, next up we have what everyone has been asking me. Like literally everyone. The train. Now, the way we're gonna use a train. So we have the minecart over here. This just for example. A small train, but you could basically make it as big as you want and get creative, guys. What that is down there is a glue train anchors. The way we're gonna do it is just glue this together first, and there we go. Oh my god, it's already started, but I forgot the glass. Look at that, guys. Whoa. Semi-finished making the train again. Here we go. Let's just add like an extra this over here. Now, let's place the minecart over here. And then boom. And guys, look, it already attaches onto the rail. We are currently inside my dirt train. It is working. That's what matters. You guys can make your own designs and stuff. Make your best trains and submit them in the Discord. I want to see who makes the best trains. Yo, woohoo! Yay! Extra. You can even combine builds like plane with dispensers to shoot bombs. So the same thing we did with the tank, it was basically a car with a dispenser and the remote. You could do that to a plane, a train, absolutely anything. Next up we have more extra features like there's a saw, there's a drill, and if we go look over here, there's many more things like a helium balloon, the gyro we spoke about, much more. So here's a spring and here's the rope. So I want to show you guys some cool stuff with the rope. You can get like real creative with the rope. So I just roped this chicken onto that. What I'm going to do now is rope that chicken over here. This chicken is attached to that and then attached to the other chicken. I'm going to attach that chicken to this over here. Yo. Guys, you have 3 seconds to subscribe and save chicken. Oh no. That's all of the features. If you want to download this, the link is in the description. Thanks for watching until the end.